and this is the epigastrium, and now I can palpate the swelling. I am able to palpate the swelling, which appears to be hard in consistency. And below the costal margin, my fingers are going inside, so it is no splenomegaly. सांस लीजिए. The spleen, if it is enlarged, it will not allow my finger to go inside the costal margin. So it is not a spleen. And in the epigastrium also there is free movement of my fingers. So neither it's a hepatomegaly nor it's a splenomegaly. However, the swelling is more towards the medial side, very close to the aorta, and it is pulsatile. So now we will like to confirm what type of pulsation is this. Is it a transmitted pulsation or it is an expansile pulsation? So for that we have matchstick test or two finger test. So we like to do first, we will confirm whether it is intra-abdominal swelling or extra-abdominal. For that we will do the head raising test. Sir, upar uthaiye. Now, as you can see, the swelling has disappeared. So the swelling is inside the abdomen. Dhila chhod dijiye. Now the swelling has appeared, and as it has appeared, it is showing pulsations. So a pulsating swelling usually is an aneurysm most of the time. But we have to see what type of pulsation is this. It is so for matchstick test, you have to fix two matchsticks and see the movement. It is going up and down or it is on the transverse side. So if it is like this, that means it is expansile, or if it is going up and down, it is transmitted. So now we will do that same test. Now before that we see the size. Can I have a pen? Scale de dena. An oval swelling which is 9.5 centimeter vertically and 7.5 centimeter transversely, and there are pulsations especially in the middle of the swelling, and on palpation it is hard in consistency. It is hard in consistency, and it is non-tender, and there is some mild mobility, not very much. Now, so there is a swelling in an area which is having the aorta at the base and stomach at the top, and the omentum of the stomach also covering this area. So now we will try to see the movement of pulsation. Apparently it appears to be transmitted pulsation. So transmitted means there is something lying over the aorta which is pulsating. So now if we want to confirm whether it is aortic pulsation which is transmitted, or that organ which is say omentum or stomach tumor lying on the aorta, is difficult to interpret in this case. Because this is transmitted pulsation, that means what we are feeling is not the aorta. What we are feeling is the structures overlying the aorta. So that is there in this case. That means it is a transmitted pulsation. But actually, if we want to see what is the status, then we have to do some investigations to find out whether the aorta is diseased or the structure which is lying over it. So now the structure which is overlying is hard in consistency. This appears to be either omentum or some structure. Of course, it cannot be pancreas because it is so high up. So possibly it is the omentum which is lying over it, and maybe some lymph nodes also. So that is what it is feeling as if hard in consistency. So now we have a patient who is a young patient, and is having a swelling in the epigastric region, and it is but कभी घर में टीबी हुई किसी को?
मेरी चली दवाई,
आपको भी चल रही थी. So this patient has a history of tuberculosis also. So anything which is having history of tuberculosis, फेफड़े की टीबी की थी या पेट की टीबी की थी?
ये मेरे पानी गांठ बनी हुई थी, यहीं से इलाज चला था.
यहाँ पे पानी की गांठ बन गई थी दिमाग में. अच्छा,
मेडिकल से इलाज चला था.
तो टीबी का इलाज चला था.
हाँ, बता दी थी टीबी से.
कितने दिन दवा खाई थी?
मैंने खाई थी 3 महीना.
3 महीना. So this patient has a history of tuberculosis of the spine, है ना? And he had taken 3 महीने तो कम होते हैं, 6 महीने का दवा होती है.
3 महीने खाए थे, उन्होंने मना कर दी थी कि अब तुम सही हो, अब मत.
So he has taken incomplete treatment for tuberculosis. So now we want to make a suggestion that this patient has to be evaluated for tuberculosis also. Because what we are feeling is, see, it's just nodules. And these nodules could be tubercular lymph nodes. And it is in the omentum itself. So there are 2 pathologies likely in this case. One is that the vessel, that is the aorta, on which this swelling is sitting, either it is a pathology of the aorta or it is a pathology of the omentum having lymph nodes. So both of them can be together. So that is how, since he's got a history of tuberculosis, it's a possibility that patient may be having some aortic pathology, and since the omentum is sitting over that, it is giving rise to this type of pulsation. So now we have to evaluate this patient for both for tuberculosis and for aortic pathology. So for tuberculosis, we like to do a chest X-ray, we like to do ultrasound of the abdomen, and of course CBC, ESR, and MOR2s, all those things. And at the same time, we like to have imaging of the aorta. So why the pulsation is so significant? There is some abnormality of the aorta also, which is giving this type of heave which is there, and that may be an aneurysm of the aorta. So in this particular case, there can be 2 possible pathologies. One is an aneurysm of the aorta along with a tuberculosis which has not been treated adequately, leading to abdominal tuberculosis. So once we get the investigations, we will be able to make a diagnosis regarding tuberculosis and aorta. And if there is, then we have to treat both, of course, first the tuberculosis, and if the aorta is having some, say, aneurysm, that is an emergency, we have to treat that patient. We'll come to the ultrasound, we'll tell you what to do. Measuring 10 into 5.5 centimeter size, arising through a defect in the lateral wall of infrarenal aorta, through the defect of size 2.2 centimeters at the level of L2, L3. Surrounding hypodense soft tissue is noted. It is placing the small bowel loops and mesentery towards the right side. So what I told you, there is a pathology in the aorta and there is omentum sticking over that. Same findings are here in this, but they have not mentioned anything about the lymph nodes or that we have discovered on palpation. So otherwise we will not investigate that as a case of tuberculosis. And there is no history of tuberculosis. In this ultrasound or CT scan, we have taken that history. And he has already given incomplete treatment for that. So now there is a possibility that these hard swellings which are there, they are probably hard lymph nodes which are of tuberculosis. So इन्होंने लिखा है finally is to, they have not given any conclusion what they mean. Gallbladder appears normal, other things, well-defined irregular lytic lesion, L5 vertebrae, likely benign. So even the radiologists, they are doing half the job and they are not giving us exact evaluation of the patient. And they are charging so much money also. So at least they should be able to see CVS department for evaluation and further management.